Hey, what's up, YouTube? What's going on? As always, if you hear anything in the background, it's either my family or anything else that's going on. Um, I'd like to start off by saying thank you to the new subscribers that came on to my channel. Thank you for the nice comments that people have been giving me. I don't do this for the sake of doing it. I do this for to showcase my talents, to get people to be inspired by my poetry so they can do their own poetry and write their own books and do what they do, make their own blogs and this and that, anything poetry related, anything like that. So I just want to thank you all for the new subscribers and the old subscribers and et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, I got a blog poem for y'all today. I'm gonna start doing more of these because people are very infatuated with these blog poems. I've been getting a lot of views. Every blog poem that I'm posting, everybody is like really into those. So until I like make some new written poems and some new ABP well, actually, I don't need to make new ABP sessions because I got some, lined up, but I need to write some more. So, after I do those and do the written poems, I'll get back to, um, you know, doing everything else. And then poetry thoughts, it has absolutely nothing to do because it's just random poetry. It's like right off the top of my head. Usually, if it sounds kind of bad coming out, or if I sound like I don't know what I'm doing, it's because um, I write poetry on paper. I write poetry on the internet, et cetera, et cetera. So by me just getting it off the top of my head and just like putting it out there, it's kind of hard. So just bear with me, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, another blog poem for y'all today. If you like this video, like, comment, share this with your poetry friends, and we get it cracking. If you're new, sub, and if you want to be informed about new videos I put out every day, hit that bell. As always, if you hear anything in the background, of course it has nothing to do with this video. This poem, sorry, was made August 1st, 2018. This poem I got for y'all is called Seeing Eye. Future moochers, mass shooters, sucks to be a sad loser. Once upon a time I used to think it was a real confuser. If it was me and her and not you. When it comes to love, what is a truther? Pine cone the brain. What is a minimum wage? A pity reducer. The words that I say leave you stoned like Medusa. Mythical, mystical, put a spell on you. The brightest of being aware, supernova. Astral, astral, a self-healing coma. All-seeing, want to be all-seeing. And that, ladies and gentlemen, short and simple, that was Seeing Eye. When I was going for the concept of this poem, it was sort of like me kind of coming to grips with myself and realizing what our world really is, what's going on in our world, and what really is happening behind the scenes, and why we go through the tragedies we go through, etc., etc. And me being sort of like a realist, that's what I call it. I don't call it anything else anybody would call it. It's kind of like I see the world for what it is, and then I make the best of it. Right now, I'm not in the best conditions. I haven't been in the best conditions since I started this channel. And it's just like all the food that we eat, all the things that we watch, etc., etc. It's all just unhealthy and just not good for us. You know what I mean? So when I said future moochers, mass shooters, sucks to be a sad loser. Once upon a time, I used to think it was a real confuser. What I mean is, I used to think my world was very, very sunny. Along with a few things that would happen throughout history that I think would have been accidents and et cetera, et cetera. But these things in recorded history have been so rigged it's not even funny. And so basically coming to grips with it and noticing what's going on in my world is like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, why? Like, what is the purpose of it? You know, why lie? You know what I mean? If it was me and her and not you, when it comes to love, what is a truther? Pine cone the brain, what is a minimum wage? A pity reducer. That means, well, the first two lines mean, there's no love in the kind of world we live in, not even relationship wise or family wise, etc., etc. Only the love you create for yourself and your mind, and what you can get other people to see to be positive. It's like, you know, maybe I should have been more of a loving person at birth. Most people, when they don't grasp the concept of positivity, it's hard to get them to stop being negative. It's hard to stop them from being ignorant. It's hard to stop. You know what I mean? And when I say pine cone the brain, what is minimum wage? A pity reducer. That means, you know, the certain amount of money we get paid to work a 9 to 5 and et cetera, et cetera. Most people will get paid higher than people. You know, the industry pays people to do senseless shit, and they get paid like a lot of shit, like entertainment, all that shit. And it's like, you're a doctor and you barely make more than like a average rapper or something like that. Like, yeah, it's kind of on par with that. I've noticed, because I've been to 9 jobs already, so it's like I knew since day one I was meant to be my own boss. I was meant to work at my company. You know what I mean? That's why I'm having so much trouble at these jobs, is because I deserve to be a boss. You know what I mean? Like, everybody deserves to own their company instead of working for these other companies. So yeah, seeing eye. If you guys like this poem, like, comment, share this with your poetry friends, and we can get it cracking. If you're new, sub, and if you want to be informed about new videos I put out every day, hit that bell. All right, peace, y'all.